Yeah, good effort today for us. First quarter did not go exactly as planned, but really sustained our defensive effort for the next three quarters. 17 points the next three quarters is pretty incredible. I don't know if I've never had a zero quarter, I don't think.
December 2019, Robert Morris.
Wow, we did?
Points in the first quarter. Yeah, we had people dig on it. Yeah.
In the first quarter?
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe I don't remember that, Kurt. What's happening to me? What is happening? No, but just they responded, right? And so my watching St. Peter's, they're shooting the three. They put up a bunch of threes tonight, 33s. My fear, right, in a game like this is that they just get hot and they're due for it, and it's one of those things. But I thought our kids really held the faith and kept defending and trusted the process. And so I thought we did that. I thought we shared the ball offensively. And, I'd shout out two people here, right? The winner of the day, Jamia Hazel, was a plus 28, Shane. That was big time. And you got to love Bree Robinson, man, and congrats on the career high to her because she is a ray of sunshine around here. So I'm proud of what we did, how we finished the game. And, doing that good of a job on Jana, that kid is really good, like really good. And we watched a lot of film on her, and that was a team effort. Ashanti Barnes did a great job on her personally, but you can't do that just solo. So Ashanti gets a big shout out for that, but our team was really locked in.
Talking about Bree, she brings a lot to the court. Can you just talk about what you saw from her tonight?
Well, I saw her confidence finally grow offensively. So, like, if you've watched our 6 games, you see her defend like that all the time, right? And she's getting that. She's figuring out where to take her chances and her risks on the defensive end, but hasn't gone well for her offensively yet. And I know how good she's going to be offensively. She just needs to find a rhythm. And I thought the ball screen play we ran for her, where she did the turnaround jump shot and looked at the bench, it was like, yeah, that's what she's going to be. And so I was proud of her to get there because man, all that work defensively, you're going to need some of that offensive reward a little bit.
And obviously, we know you guys had a good defensive night, but how are you feeling about how your offense performed?
Good. Not. I would say not great. And the only reason I say not great is I thought we didn't get to the offensive glass enough. 8 offensive rebounds, and I know Kurt knows my rule, but you missed 27 shots and you only get 8 rebounds. It's got to be 12, 14-ish. But we've got to be able to – the zone, we weren't as fluid against the zone as I thought we would be. And nobody's played us that style of a 2-3, which really protected the high post. So we did the zone against East Carolina, but that was a 3-2 and totally different. But that would be the only thing. I'm picking at that zone offense-wise. I just don't want that to catch us off guard in another day.
How's Susha?
She's good. She's just going to miss one. She's just going to miss one. Well, practice. You never know, right? But she's good. She'll be fine.
And, obviously you want to have her every time, but when you get one early like this and you have, I think, most of the second quarter you're playing Shanti at the 5, Peyton at the 4, how is that sort of a luxury to be able to kind of do that now in case you have foul trouble or injuries or whatever down the line, and maybe have to go a little smaller than you'd like?
Yeah, it's not a terrible thing. It wasn't terrible timing, right? Because it's not, St. Peter's. Look, I love Jen Leadham, but she would agree she's not Texas, right? It's not Texas, right? So it's a fine time to have to see how we'd shift some pieces, right? And that's an okay thing. So, but yeah, I thought it challenged me a little bit because, when Peyton's at the 4, we don't quite have a flow offensively. It just changes it a little bit, but because I haven't built the offense for that, and I don't have many plays for that. So I'm making notes right here of we can go basically 3 extra practices without game planning right now. So what are my priorities to work on, and that would be one of them, because I like P at the 4. She can defend for us. But how are we going to get her shots at the 4? We have a ton of stuff to get her shots at the 3, but that's one of the things on my list.
And since you mentioned Texas, I know you take it every
Here we go.
time, obviously, but Your next 6, like
Yeah.
to close out the non-conference, that's a tough
Yeah.
stretch, and obviously you got a couple here at home against teams that you would expect to beat. Like,
Sure.
did you get what you wanted out of these past 2 home games to kind of like get ready for what you're going to see over the next few weeks?
I hope, and part of it is confidence, right? And having minutes where like a Bree Robinson, use her, like her to be able to play the whole fourth and get some shots and miss some shots and right, get it back and get another chance and get to come off a ball screen. So like that's where I'd say yes to that, because I thought Zakiya really turned her game up the last 2, right? You know, I would have liked a little bit more. I'm playing Angela a little bit out of position because I was playing her at the 5 some today, but you know, that would be one I wish we had more. But like Rose Scott came back to being Rose Scott, and so like we made some waves as far as moving forward in these 2 games. But you're not wrong, man. This is not. I mean, it's no joke. The rest of this non-conference until Christmas. It's no joke. Even Northern Arizona is tough. So I know that's the next one, you know. But you go Northern Arizona, you got Florida, you're at VCU, you Texas, you're at Nova, at NC State. Yeah, there's not time, but yeah, that's what we signed up for. And so I think you wanted to be. I wanted to be 5-1. 6-0 would have been a dream, right? Incredible. But 5-1, yep, right where we should be. And now, like, how are we gonna find a way to, you know, I don't even want to give you a record, but like it's the next 6 games. Can you find a way to go 4-2, knowing that the 2 you're gonna lose some of these. That would be great, and I think we would be bouncing into conference, but regardless of the record, it has to prepare us for Troy. And that's the whole deal. Is like that December 29th game, we better have calluses on our hands ready to go for that one. Based on these games too. But like this whole non-conference is for that.
Do you like having these next 7 days without having a game before you go down to Florida, just to kind of work on you guys' self and tinker and just to get better and better?
Yeah, and it doesn't end up being as long as 7, but I mean, yeah, our last day off was a travel day back from Notre Dame. It's not really a day off, right? So tomorrow's a well-needed full day off for them. But I do need that, right? So I need, you know, and I really am making a list, right? If it's zone offense, we haven't played, I don't know, how many possessions of zone have we played in 6 games? Not many. So like, we're probably going to need a zone at some point in time. Like, are we comfortable with that, et cetera? You know, we've been able to get some denial. There's plenty of stuff I got on the list, but now you're right. It's at least the next 4 practices, you can do that and work on yourself versus having a game plan for the next one, which is what we've done for, it feels like 3 weeks. I don't exactly know. Yes, the 4th to the 20th, 16 days.
Coach, you talked about Jemiah a little bit, highlighting her earlier. Can you talk a little bit about her running the offense? And specifically in the second quarter, she had 6 points along with 3 rebounds, and how she's kind of expanded into her role. Yeah,
I just thought like a little bit of a up and down game for her. I thought she started great. I thought she just went up and down, and I thought there was a look, I think in the third, where it was like, you all right? And like just stay with it. And I thought the 4th was able to kind of bring her back for that. But she's steady, man. I mean, she's played more minutes than anybody ever for me. And 5 years of that, she really knows me and knows what to expect. And so the plus minus thing is it for us. And so you know, it felt good in the 4th quarter. I didn't know we were 10 for 14. So regardless of who's making those shots, you're the point guard, you run the show, and so she kept us flowing, made some good decisions.
And then can you lead off that a little bit? I know how important was keeping the gas on in the 4th quarter going into these next stretch of games?
Yeah, I just thought it was great bounce for us, and I didn't think we did it. I thought we did it with an unselfishness too, which is really important, right? Late in games when you're up and somebody's jacking a shot, you know, no one likes that, right? So I thought it was good. I thought we made, for the most part, the right plays, and make the right plays, you make more shots, feel better, you know, bounce around a little bit. But a lot of it stems, the good offense, a lot of it stems from our defense.
Yeah, I mean, are you paying much mind to like some of the slower first quarter starts over the past two games? I mean, obviously, like, first quarter happens, and then it's like you've boat raced the last two teams, kind of the second, third, and fourth. Are you paying much mind to that going into some of these tougher games down the stretch?
Yeah, actually, I noticed it today. So I was looking at our team stats, and every other quarter we're winning, but the first we're not. And it's like, I wouldn't say I'm not concerned with it, but I'm like, what is that? Why are we doing that? And I do think it has to do with defense, but is it a good thing, right? Are we making adjustments and we're getting better? Can you spin it like that? Are we not ready to play? Do we not have the right flow with our lineups? So I'm going to look at it. I don't know if I wouldn't say I'm concerned with it, but it's something I looked at, and I'm telling you, just this morning when I was looking at our team stats, I noticed that, and it happened again today. Lost the first quarter.
This might be sort of self-evident, but get you on the record. Like, what makes it so hard to keep Angela off the floor? I mean, I think personally, I wasn't expecting any of the freshmen to get a ton of minutes this year, and she's just, you kind of had to have her out there.
Yeah, she and today wasn't even her best day, and she knows it too. But you know what it reminds me of, and this is a leap. This is a little bit of a leap here, but it reminds me of Kiki, like with that really senior laden team, and she just found her way in, and it was like, nah, you're playing, and she's got a similar personality where she's joyful all the time. And I've been as hard on her as anybody on our team. And she bounces right back, and she's playing around and pregame and in the locker room she's dancing, and it's like she's got a great personality. And she's talented. It's amazing how talented she is. She's got hands. She can shoot the three. She gets to the rim. She's got great instincts. I just the thing that's holding her a little bit right now, I don't think she's in great shape. And I don't know if it's diet. What I don't know what she's doing. Staying up too late. You never know with a freshman, but she won't stay off the floor. I mean, she's going to play this whole year, and I really hope that she can tighten up her whole game, so she can win Rookie of the Year. I really believe that's a possibility for her, because I think she can score. I think she rebounds. She got a donut on the rebounds today, huh? Whew. Oh boy. But she's earned that, man, and she gets along great, and that's what Kiki was, man. I remember Smalls was always talking about like the annoying little sister. It's like it's kind of who she is. No, I wouldn't say annoying, okay, but little sister, and comes right up under Ashanti all the time.